Hi guys, it's Grandma 55. If you guys don't exactly know what to do when you're wearing a cast, there's really not much you can do. I constantly sit in this chair at my computer. There's a lot of people that say, oh man, no school and you get to stay home. Well, I actually had a football accident when I was in junior high. I played football with the guys, of course. I played in the eighth grade football team. They always teased me. They always made fun of me. Oh, it's a girl. She's playing football. Oh, look, she's so cute. No. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys this story. My kids have heard this a billion times. If you notice, there's a cat behind me. I think it's Simba. Yeah, I don't know where you went. Anyway, I was playing football, and one day I got off the bus, and my friends were like, oh, let's go play football. And I'm like, well, where are we going to go play? And they're like, well, let's go across the street where the lady, she has a big house. She has a big yard. Let's play there. I said, well, you guys realize she's putting in that sprinkler system. We go and play on her property and we get hurt. It's our fault. So they were like, well, we're not going to get hurt. We can check. We can go around, make sure all the caps are on, Because, back then, if they didn't have the caps on, they were unsafe. So we went around and we were checking all the caps, making sure all of them, they had them all on there. And we were playing football, and I was actually pretty fast. In football, a lot of times the quarterback would just throw me the ball and I would go. A lot of people were just shocked on how fast I could run. And now I can't run at all. But anyway, having a broken ankle sucks. You really can't do anything, especially because it's wintertime and I can't freaking get out. It's too cold. But the only way I can actually leave out of my house is if my youngest son takes me outside or whatever. So far, it's been awesome because it hasn't been snowing, so I've been yesterday me and my son went to Target. And it's like a 30 to 45 minute walk. Oh wait, I got off the subject of football. Duh. Anyway, well, you can tell I'm senile. Anyway, we were playing in the yard. We were playing football, and I almost hit a tree, and I went and moved a certain way so I wouldn't run directly into the tree. And we weren't wearing our uniform or anything. We were just practicing. And I was running, and I tried to dodge the tree. I got hit, of course, but I dodged the tree. Actually, I fell right on we missed one cap. I fell right on the sprinkler system, and when I fell on it, I didn't feel anything. And then when I rolled over to get up, I realized my knee wouldn't move. I couldn't move my leg. So, I moved it a little bit, and then I was like, wait a minute, there's something preventing me from lifting up. And I was just like, hey, guys, come over here. I can't get up. And they're like, oh, come on, you're a pussy, You could have taken that hit. And I'm like, no, seriously, I can't get up off the ground. So a bunch of the guys went and grabbed my arms because I'm laying flat on my stomach. They grabbed my arms and they pulled me up, and all of a sudden they heard pop. And I'm like, oh, thanks, guys. And I was going to walk, and one of the guys just looks at me, and he looked like he turned completely white. And I'm just like, I look at him, and I'm like, what's up? And he's like, look at your knee. So I'm looking at my knee, and there's this pole sticking right out from underneath. It went right up into my kneecap. And I just looked at it and I'm like, whoa. And the spring actually was still attached to it. So when they pulled me up, they broke the sprinkler. But I had this long pole sticking out of my knee. And of course the guys, they all carried me home. And which I was like right across the street, so it was okay. But they carried me over to my house, and one of the guys knocked on the door and says, hey, you know, hurry up, we can't, you know, hold her for very long. I wasn't fat, I was thin, they were just pussies. Anyway, my mom opens the door, she's like freaking out. That's my cats again, if you can hear them. Anyway, they were screaming, and my mom opens the door, and she's like, what? And she opens the door, and then all of a sudden, she opens the door, and she looks, and I'm like, hi, Mom. And she was like, why are they all carrying you? And I said, Mom, look at my knee. Isn't it cool? That's when my mom, like, screamed. She woke my dad up, and my dad worked night shift, so I don't think he was happy. He was half asleep when he got woke up. And my mom's like, you gotta take her to the hospital. And so the guys, my dad said, put her in the car. So the guys went ahead, and one of them went through the car so they could grab me and slide me into the seat. And they told me to leave my knee the way it was, because otherwise, you know, it could do something. Well, one of the guys wanted to pull it out, and I said, are you stupid? You don't pull anything out that's in your body. So anyways, when I went to the hospital, I was in the car, and it started really hurting after a little bit because all the jumping around in the car. And I got there, and I swear my dad was probably deaf by the time I got there, because I was screaming so loud. It hurt so loud. My dad, he rolled down every single window in our car. That's how loud I was. My dad gets there. He runs inside. He gets people to come and help. They come, and the one nurse just stood there and looked at me. And I'm like, so are you going to freaking help? It hurts. And when I was screaming, I wasn't crying, or I was saying, Dad, hurry. Oh, God, it hurts. I was screaming like that. Anyway, we got there, and they couldn't figure out what the hell they were going to do, because they didn't know how far up it was. And they couldn't do an MRI because metal and an MRI, not a good idea. They couldn't do x-rays because it was a metal piece sticking in my knee. So they ended up calling someone from, what was it? Like a janitor or whatever, mechanic guy. I don't know. He had to come with a saw, and he had to cut some of he was like, how the hell did she get that in her, you know? Well, he cut off of it, and there was like this much, like, sticking out. So it was like this. And the pole was like this. I mean, it was pretty far out. But it was stuck up in my knee. And then after he cut it off, I thought they were going to pull it out. I thought I was okay. And they decided to, I guess there was a new scanning system that could do x-rays without metal. So they did that. It was some kind of laser or something. I don't know. I don't even think they have it anymore. But anyway, it's my son. He doesn't like pictures. He's my shy little baby boy. He likes his new soda machine stuff. I made him the root beer. You want to hand me the root beer, buddy?
Is it the...
Yeah, the container. Yeah, it's Soda Streamer from... Well, it's a 2009...
Soda mix?
Yeah, the...
Here you go.
It's called root beer. What does it taste like?
Root beer.
Here. No, seriously. For Soda Streamer.
Mug.
It tastes like mug root beer. But anyways, back with my story. Pug. Anyway,
He started.
They did some kind of laser or whatever around it, and then they said they had to put me under. So I don't know what they did after that. But I woke up and there was screws sticking out of my knee. My knee was like this big. I mean, it was friggin' huge. But I had that. I couldn't bend my knee at all. Ooh, you want to journal? Ooh la la. I'll make it in a little bit. My son is spoiled. Anywho, I always say that. Anyway, I woke up and like I said, my knee was just, and it hurt like hell. Oh my God, it was the worst pain ever. I thought I was gonna die. It was that bad. They had me on morphine. They had me, they had me toasted. Like I was drugged up. I was just sitting there staring at my knee. Whoa, that looks cool. I mean, I was 16. I was like, wait, no, I wasn't 16. I was 13. I was 13 when it happened. God, it's a long damn time ago. Well, anyways, we just got done with our season, thank God, because I loved playing football. We got done with our season. We were actually getting ready to go to 10th grade. Well, back then it was 9th grade, but I skipped from 9th grade to 10th grade because the program they had in there, I couldn't go because of my knee. So I had gone to 10th grade, which was the high school. I had to be there because 9th grade, the school that I was going to was overcrowded. So they had to move me over to the high school. So I ended up, oh gosh, it was hell. It was worse than this cast. I swear it was. I could not bend my knee for 6 weeks. And then after that, they put a brace with a screw that attached to the middle part of my screw. It went into my knee like this, and it was like a big, huge brace. And the only thing I could do is I could sit down and bend it just to exercise it and just keep doing that. And I was doing that over and over and over. Now, I'm the type of person, I will not just sit around. I mean, now, I would rather have no broken ankle. But with my knee, it was 6 months of recovery. 6 whole months. I'm in a cast for 4 weeks. Could you imagine 6 months of hell? Because it was I think it was two or 3 months. It might have been 4. It was a little while after I got the screws. They took the screws out. They checked my knee and seen how it was healing and all that. And then they did the screw. And I had to exercise. And they had me going through physical therapy where they put something on my foot and I had to lift it up and I had to push stuff and oh God, it hurt so bad. I wanted so many medications for them to just drug me up so I couldn't, so I couldn't feel anything, but of course they can't do that. I mean, back then they wouldn't do that. They were like, no, I'm sorry, you got to feel all that pain. Nowadays, they're just like, here, take this. They're like, dope her up. Shut her up. But anyways, yeah, it was living hell. But then we had, after it was okay, because I had to redo 10th grade because I couldn't go to 9th grade. So 9th grade was 10th grade and 10th grade was 10th grade. So, yeah, it was kind of stupid. But I always thought, oh, I'm in 10th grade, No, it didn't work that way. But I ended up playing one last year football. And I fell and I hit my knee. And usually the football field's pretty good for, like, rocks or whatever. Well, there was a rock. And my knee hit it, and I was out. I couldn't do football anymore. They told me that it wasn't possible for me to play anymore. So I had to quit that. And I decided to sign up for soccer. And of course, girls didn't have soccer back then. I mean, you got to realize it was 1988. Yes, I know, I'm old. Shut up. Anyway, I went through soccer, and dude, I can't control no damn ball when some guys are chasing after me. Screw that, man. I couldn't do that shit. Anytime I kicked it, I'd kick it way the hell off to one side. And it's like, you're a dumbass. Why'd you do that? I'm like, I already told you, coach, I'm not good dribbling the ball. So the coach kept on for practice, and I kept telling him, I can't do this, can't do that. I can't do it. And he was ready to kick me off the team. And I said, hey, coach. And he's like, yeah. He hated me. He didn't like me. And I said, well, can I try out for goalie? And he's like, you're a girl. You got that body stuff happening. And I'm like, really? I played football. Are you kidding me? So he's like, okay, fine, whatever. Go be goalie. And then he called the other goalie guy. He's like, just let her be goalie. Gosh. They all knew I was annoying the coach. The coach did not like me at all. So they had me in as goalie, and of course, all the guys were like, ooh, it's a girl, let's kick her in her boobies. Well, that did not work for me. And what I mean by that is one of the guys that was really, really good, he kicked the ball into the goal, and I caught it. And everybody was just like looking. And so the coach was like, okay, maybe, he's like, maybe we need to work on something. So he calls me over, and I'm like, yeah, coach, what's up? He's like, I want to try something with you. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. What? He's like, I'm going to switch you to goalie. And the one guy that was goalie forever, he just looks at the coach. What? I thought I was the goalie. He was mad because he thought I was taking his spot. And I'm like, no, coach, I'll just do like, if you can see Simba in the back. I told coach, I said, no. I'll just do like, if he gets tired or whatever, I'll do it. And the coach is like, no. He can sit it out for a couple of games. I want to try you as goalie. So I'm like, well, don't have him sit out. I mean, it ain't his fault. He didn't do anything wrong. So then the kid was like, okay, coach, I got an idea. And the coach is like, okay, what's your idea? He's like, all right, I want you to put me in and see how many goals, give every player one chance to hit a goal. And if I don't catch one, then she can be goalie. And everybody's like, oh, dude, you got this. They're all high-fiving him and everything. And they're like, dude, you got this. There's no way she's going to catch every single ball. So my kids hate my stories, by the way. They really do. They hate me talking about my stories. Now that I got you guys, I can tell you all my stories. And then I'll have to watch the video so I don't repeat myself. Because I know I'm old. I will show you something I saw in a movie. I'm old. I look like a crypt keeper. Does anybody know the movie? Oh, come on, guys. You got to know the movie. Okay, I'll give you 2 seconds. 1, 2. Freaky Friday. Ba-ba. With my favorite girl, Jamie Lee Curtis. Oh, yeah. She is going to be in the new Halloween. They're continuing from Resurrection. And that I know of, it's coming out in October. And I'm going to the theater to see it. Oh, gosh, that means I got 2 movies to save up for. Slender Man. Okay, anyway. So the kid ended up being goalie. And everybody got their turn. and he missed several goals. I don't know. I don't even know who kicked him or anything like that. I just know he missed. I don't know. He missed some. He missed more than I did. But the coach said, okay. So he wrote down his number, and he took me out there, and all the players were kicking the ball, doing whatever. And I mean, I'm not trying to say that I was better than the guys. I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying that for some reason, I didn't even know how I could do it. I mean, because you got to realize that goal is huge. I was standing there, and you got to realize I was a young, skinny little girl. But I don't know how you would say it. I wasn't buff or had muscles or anything. I was just a skinny little girl. But I mean, it made me feel awesome that I could dive and jump like that. And everybody was just like, whoa, did you see that move? Did you see that? And, I didn't hear their conversations. But when it was all over with, the coach showed me and him how many goals we missed or how many players scored. And he said that I was the new goalie, and I'm just like, what? I thought I missed like tons, because I mean, there was a lot of people on that team, and I thought for sure that I wasn't going to play. I was going to be benched. And he says, you're our new goalie. And I'm like, what? I was just shocked, because I thought the coach was doing this as, well, she's a girl, so we're just going to say she's okay, and then we're just going to put the other guy back in and have her benched. And then I found out, he's like, no, you're our new goalie, and you're benched. And I was like, that ain't fair, though. And he's like, well, what do you want to do? I said, well, why don't we do it this way? We have one session, and then we break for something to drink, and then we come back. Oh yeah, I don't know if you kids nowadays do the break thing. Back when I did soccer, you would break, get your drink, talk to the coach, and then go back out. So I told the coach, I said, why don't we do the break system? He was like, what? I said, I'll go in, and then I'll come out, and he can go in. Well, there was a lot of times the coach didn't want him in. I wanted to be fair. I didn't want to be the hog of the game. I mean, I wanted him a part of it too. There's a lot of times I would refuse to be in the goal. I'd be like, let him play. He played before I did. Let him play for a little while. Because, I mean, there's a lot of times I just wanted to sit and relax for a little bit. And the coach is like, no, get in there. And I'm like, no, let him play. I was the type of person, if I always saw somebody on a bench and they were sitting there the entire game, I would be pissed. Because that's not fair to other players. If you're going to freaking play players, even if they suck, put them out there, for criminy sake. How are they going to learn anything if they're being benched? That's just stupid. Well, I think now they have a thing where all kids have to play. And they make it seem like it's a bad thing. Well, I mean, you got to realize some parents now, they don't teach their kids anything. They're like, go outside and play. And how many parents go out and play with their kids? Not very many. With my injuries and everything, I played soccer for 1 year. And then I decided to try hockey. I was okay, but they said I was a really good skater because I was fast. Well, yeah, I already told you that, football. Yeah. Anyway, I was super fast, man. I slid on that ice super fast. but I'd always lose the puck. Like, I'd lose where I was on the puck. I had trouble with, I mean, I didn't have trouble with the hockey part. It was the fact of chasing. I mean, long as I had the puck and I was in front and I wasn't like trying to fight for it, because then I couldn't see it. But when I had a hold of the puck, I would take off. And I almost had a goal one time. I shot it, I lost my balance, and I went head first right into the goal. And the goalie, he had put his legs out, and my face got cut. I don't know if you guys can actually see it, but my face got sliced like right here. My face got cut, and it knocked me out because I guess I hit the metal rim on the side. It went into my shoulder, and I guess my side of my head hit the goal. And I remember waking up in the hospital, and I know my head on this side hurt. And I was kind of confused. Like, I didn't know what was going on. I seen all these people walking around me, and I'm just like, what's going on, you know? And I didn't even realize what happened. I didn't even know I was playing hockey at the time. When I came to, they said I got hurt in the hockey. And I'm like, what hockey? What are you talking about? And my dad looks at me and he says, no more sports, please. And I'm like, Dad? And he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, and I just looked at my dad and I'm like, where's Mom? She's right there. So I look over and I'm like, I look back at my dad and I'm like, that's my mom? That's a nurse. And my dad looks at me and he's like, that's your mom. And I look back over at my mom and I'm like, Mom? And she's like, yeah, sweetie, how are you? And I'm like, oh, you're not a nurse? And my mom's like, no, silly, I'm your mom. And I didn't see her. And then she got closer and I'm like, oh, hi, Mom. I was drugged up. Like, they had me on some medication. I don't know. All I remember is my dad laughing because I couldn't realize who my mom was. She was so far away. She was like it looked like she was in the dark. So after that, I told my mom, I said, I am not going to stop, because my dad and my mom, they argued because they didn't want me to play any more sports. They were totally against me playing sports. So I talked my mom into playing baseball. And of course, my dad, he was like, no, absolutely not. No, no, no. So I asked my dad, can I coach baseball? And he's like, hey, that's a good idea. You can coach. That'd be fine. I was like, okay. So I ended up going to the Boys and Girls Club, and I signed up to be a Little League coach for baseball. And by the way, I'm a big baseball fan. I love baseball. I love football. I love hockey. I love all sports. I mean, at first I didn't like basketball. But after a while, I started figuring it out, like with video games. I started playing more sports games. And I was like, man, basketball is actually pretty cool. Now, my friend played basketball in high school, but I don't remember any of that. And the only reason why I don't remember is because there was a lot of times I had concussions, so I lost a lot of some of my memory. I actually was playing softball, and I got busted in the head right here. You guys probably can see that. I got busted right here. It split open. There was blood pouring out. My mom, when I went to the hospital, they said I had a concussion. I guess it was like really bad. My sisters, my brothers, everybody, they were like, I didn't even know who they were. And I don't remember any of it. I remember someone saying like, watch out. And then I blacked out. I didn't even know what happened. When I woke up in the hospital, my dad was like, that's it, you're done. You're grounded. And I'm like, grounded from what? And he's like, how many more injuries is it going to take you to realize not to do anymore? And I looked at Mom and I'm like, Mom, will you talk to him? You know what it's like not being able to do what you want to do. And my mom always would look at my dad and say, now, what do you think God would let her do? And my dad would be like, oh, yeah, but what is she going to do? Break her neck next time? So, but there was one year I remember with my mom, God rest her soul. Love you, Mom. She bought me one Christmas. I was so much into skating, so much into hockey. I loved being on the ice. I loved, hitting the puck, and I loved trying to practice as much as possible, and I loved it. If you notice, I'm moving around a lot because my ankle is freaking killing me. I'm going to probably have to call the doctor on Monday. I need some pain pills. Well, because I don't take any pain pills because I'm a moron. Anywho, it's my daughter. She rose from the dead.
Why the are you texting me in the middle of my shift? Truth or dare?
Ooh, I'm in trouble.
Are you talking about the movie Truth or Dare?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I thought so. I'm like, I'm in the bathroom going pee. I'm like, why the fuck is my mother texting me in the middle of my busy ass shift? Truth or Dare?
Yeah.
Where are the babies?
Do you see them?
Where are the babies? Are they upstairs in my room?
No. Say hi to YouTube.
Oh, hi YouTube. I didn't know you were on there.
Yep.
Bad.
I've been doing it all day long because
Hi,
I have nothing else to do. So, you guys met my daughter.
Hi.
So,
Grandma sucks.
yep, Grandma does suck. My kids love me.
I'm joking. I love her.
She loves me to death. That's why she's gonna hang me tonight with her coat hangers.
Okay, that's a little brutal.
Oh, come on. You're not gonna give me any of
I'd
my...
rather use a keychain.
Oh, wow. Wait, no. How about dental floss? That'll work.
That'll snap in half. That's too fat. No.
Dang. Maybe we could hang my toes up like
Let's
this.
hang your toes up, Miss Stupid Face or whatever.
What?
Where are our babies?
Well, one was over there, and one was over there, and then they were over here, and then they were under the TV, and then they were over there.
right, we'll come out.
Answer your question. Oh, they were under the TV, too. I mean, the table. Well, now you guys know my daughter's a pig. What?
You work tomorrow night.
Okay. All right, guys, if you don't know, I have my grandbaby. She drives me nuts. No, I love her. But anyways, I lost concentration. See, I told you, I'm old. I'm losing it. Anyway, they're probably going to run around and try to look for the babies. By the way, my daughter, she has the 2 kittens, and they usually put them in the room because you want to see my bed? That is my bed. And that's the only place I have to go to sleep. Yeah, so basically I'm like a puppy. I'm housebroken. Usually the reason why you guys never see me on, is because when my ankle ain't broken, I'm out. It's like deuces, I'm out, like my son says. He always says deuces, I'm out. But I thought I would give you guys all the update. And now I'm done. I'm bored again. I guess I'll do some gaming on Steam. So if anybody's on Steam and they want me to try a game, but it's got to be for free. Because if it's not for free, I have to know how good it is. Because if I don't know how good it is, then I not play it. But I do like horror games. I do like fun games. I hate shooting games because I can't aim for squat. Maybe I should play some PS3 because I have a PS3 and I have a crap load of games. That might be a good idea. I think I might do that. Alright guys. I know most of my videos I usually have the clown in the beginning, but I lost that, so. Oh, they got one. They got one kitty. On your mark, get set, go. Find the other one. Found the kitty. Find the other one. Binks. Oh, Binksters.
I know you're hungry.
Yeah, right. They've been eating all day, little pigs. Yeah, she has to grab the baby kittens, otherwise they're jumping on my foot in the middle of the night, eating my toes.
Jump on Nina.
Kitty alert.
This is Simba.
Yeah, I already showed him Simba. He's a lover. He's a lover. He's a loving kitty catty. Yeah, Binks is wherever. I don't know where the heck he went.
Baby, can I use your flashlight on your phone?
Anyways, guys, I will see you later. You guys like, subscribe, whatever. And leave a comment. Oh my God. Will you guys stop? Leave a comment. See ya.